Frankenstein's protection system and weaponry do not work, so Joe rides shotgun with him and his female navigator. Frankenstein proposes that his navigator evacuate before the vehicle is destroyed after feeling a heavy onslaught from Joe. Joe destroys Frankenstein's automobile with a rocket, and then we meet the movie's main character. After being frustrated by the factory's low wages, Jensen Ames and his co-workers protested. 2 truckloads of SWAT teams arrived and beat the workers. Ames became enraged and attacked the police officers. After Ames returns to his wits, he finds his wife dead, a knife in his grasp, and himself detained by police for suspected murder. The masked guy gives him a nasty look and makes a shooting motion with his gloved hand. 6 months later, Ames is transferred to Terminal Island Prison, where the stern guard Ulrich showers him with cold water before leading him to his cell. Ames easily defeats his cellmates once the guards depart. Ames is bullied again the next day. Are you enjoying this video? Click that sexy subscribe button. And one prisoner spits on his meal. Win the race and release him. Hennessy claims Frankenstein is a fan favorite and has won 4 death races, but Ames refuses to run. If Ames refuses, Hennessy threatens to imprison him. Ames reluctantly meets his coach, who will guide him throughout the race with Hennessy. Ames then meets with the gunner and names the other 2 squad members, who assist in modifying the race automobile with advanced armament and defensive gear. The coach then shows Ames his customized racing vehicle and explains how the offensive and defensive devices activate after a specific number of levels in the game. He then advises Ames against trying a jail escape, since the facility is under continual CCTV monitoring, and the only way out is over a tiny bridge that is strongly secured. Ames is taken to Hennessy's office the day before the race and handed Frankenstein's mask to wear. The coach informs the driver that the race has 3 stages, and the driver must survive stages 1 and 2 to compete in stage 3. The winner escapes after 3 phases. Before stage 1, Ames meets his navigator, Elizabeth Case, who is Frankenstein's navigator. Case helps Ames acclimate to the automobile. After the race starts, drivers must drive over symbols to activate their car's offensive and defensive systems, but they can't. Joe Ames finishes stage 1 in last place, while 3 other drivers are eliminated in the following scene. He confronts Hennessy about Pachenko and refuses to race in stage 2. Hennessy shows him pictures of his daughter with her foster parents and asks if he wants to see her again. Ames follows Pachenko to his team's garage and confronts him about his wife's murder, but other team members capture him and beat him down. Lists arrives and stabs Pachenko with a pen. Ames retaliates and almost kills Pachenko. The prison guards intervene and suggest the drivers save their anger for stage 2, the Ne. Hearing this, Ames understands that no matter how well he does, he will never leave. He accelerates forward and catches up with the other racers, chases Pachenko, and picks the weapon option, then overtakes and shoots him with remarkable foresight. The injured Pachenko is murdered in the middle of the track by a fast neck hit from Ames, who broke the death race regulations by stopping his car and getting out. Hennessy orders her secret weapon vehicle to destroy the Dreadnought, furious. The Dreadnought's presence terrifies the racers, who are shot, burned, and missileed until their cars explode. The Dreadnought shoots bullets, missiles, and rotating drills that penetrate racer cabins. Joe offers to work with Ames throughout the race. They divert the Dreadnought and lead it to the hazardous weapon, where the sharp metal bars emerge from the track and crush it. Afraid he knows her intentions after viewing Ames' outstanding racing performance, Hennessy orders Ulrich to blast Ames' car to remove him from the championship race. The following day, Ulrich puts a bomb under Ames' truck as Hennessy distracts the convicts with a speech. Ames views a video of a damaged billboard from a prior race and decides to speak to Joe. Joe and Ames tweak their cars in the final stretch. Joe has mounted lethal missiles on his vehicle case, while Ames has added a half-gallon of gas. Joe then informs Ames that he has gotten his release papers and that Hennessy has visited her to make him lose the race. Ames promises Joe he will not obey Hennessy's orders. Hennessy utilizes Joe's rocket function to get an edge over Ames during the second lap. Joe shoots at the billboard obstructing the jail escape path, forcing it to crumble and enabling him and Ames to escape. Hennessy instantly cuts the live broadcast and tells her cops to pursue and arrest the racers. She also fails to trigger the explosives beneath Ames' vehicle. The coach and other team members had already taken it out before the race began elsewhere, with helicopters and police vehicles chasing the fleeing couple. Ames releases the extra half-gallon of fuel and causes a huge explosion in the middle of the road, preventing the police from following them. The duo decides to separate, making the helicopters follow only his Ames since he is driving like Frankenstein and is their most valuable asset. The group then initiates the third plan, which involves Ames exchanging seats with her if she says she is ready and he has her release papers. Hennessy is surprised to see the bomb she hid beneath Frankenstein's vehicle when Ulrich sends a gift and congratulations cards to her workplace. The explosive explodes instantaneously, killing them. Coaches press detonators elsewhere. After 6 months, Joe and Ames had a successful Mexican garage. Ames regains custody of his daughter, and Case unexpectedly visits to congratulate them on their new life. At the film's end, Ames acknowledges he is not the greatest parent, but no one loves their kid more than him.